What's happening YouTube? Today I'm going to discuss how to not get fat during this time, especially with the quarantine. Gym's not available, gym's closed, especially in many places in Canada. If you're not in Canada, this may not apply to you, but it may apply to you. So I'm going to discuss some ways you can stay lean and not get fat during this time because, as you know, you're going to be home most of the time. You're gonna be depressed, which leads to possibly eating more. Stay tuned for the video. I have my shirt off for this video because it's very appropriate to prove you guys that I'm doing it and it's working, and hopefully I can help you guys do the same thing. So the number one thing you should do in order not to get fat is pay attention to your nutrition. Pay attention to what you're eating. There's a difference between working out in the gym with heavy weight, with bodybuilding, with cardio machines, and working out at home. You require a different amount of energy to be able to do heavy weight, to be able to do bodybuilding, to be able to run the cardio machine, as opposed to being at home with shorter burst workouts. So your nutrition has to be different. What do I mean? Your calorie intake has to be different. The amount of carbs you eat per day has to be different. You may have to manipulate the amount of protein you're taking in, the amount of carbs you're taking in, and the amount of fats. So typically, when you're at home doing less and your workouts aren't as intense and don't challenge you as much, you will typically have lower carbs. You will typically have a higher fat diet and a lower carb diet. You know what I mean? And your calories, for that result, in a lot of ways, may go up because of the higher fats. But you want to keep your carbs down because you don't need as much carbs for an energy source because you're doing less at home. The number two thing to do in order to not get fat during this time is making sure you work out. That's a given. That's a given. Make sure you're doing high intensity workouts though, because you want to do workouts that burn fat. So what do I mean? So you're basically doing circuits. You're basically doing a quick burst. So instead of doing just 10 push-ups, you can do as many as you can in 30 seconds. You're really trying to get your heart rate up to a certain rate. So if you get your heart rate up to about over 140, your body is naturally in the fat burning stage for the entire day, which is why high intensity interval training is one of the best ways to burn fat. So while being home at this time, your main focus should be to burn fat, because for some of us, yes, we can gain muscle by doing bodyweight training, but for a lot of you guys that are listening that may be past your 1, 2, 3 year mark of training, it may not be practical. So this stage is just to maintain until we can get back to the gym. So number two is making sure you're training appropriately according to what you're eating for your nutrition and in order to stay lean. Number three and final one, stay consistent. Stay consistent. Make sure you're not skipping training days. Make sure you're not skipping sleep. Make sure you're staying on point with your diet. Right? Those are the three major important things. Making sure your diet is in check, making sure you're actually training, and making sure you stay consistent. Right? These three things right here are a must. Now more than ever, this will set the people apart to who actually want it and who don't. We have to be more strict here. So no donuts, no cakes, no cheat days, nothing. Nothing. We have to stay strict. And here this is a bonus one for those of you that may struggle with the food aspect. Right? And I know most of us won't be strict. So a way to help not eat as much calories and not eat as much carbs is eating later in the day. That can be another element, right? So you may sleep in, right, and you may have a late workout, but have your workout before you eat in order to get away with eating a bit more. So this can be a bonus one, but this is like emergency, right? So eating later in the day can help you not eat as much, because when you eat later in the day, you have less a smaller window to eat more calories, if that makes sense, before going to bed again. So the fourth one can be eating later in the day to help not overeat for the day. But major importance, guys, we gotta stay strict, we gotta stay disciplined, especially during this time. This is the time to adapt and be better overall. Alright? And that's it for the video. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications to be notified. I'll see you guys later. Peace.